Okay, this is Abby Sminky. Welcome to Mommy Mogul Mindset. We're here, we talk about being a mommy and being a mogul and having the mindset to do it, honey, because you have to have that mind tight if you want to mother and be successful at it. If you want to be a mogul, which is, to me, a mogul is someone who successfully manages all the balls they got in the air. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really about your economics, so to speak, in terms of how much money you make. That makes you a mogul. It's about the responsibility and how well you carry it, right? And I can talk about that all day long. So, I know I's a mogul, okay? All the stuff that I manage at once. I know I'm a mogul, right? And so here we want to talk about that. We want to encourage each other to maintain a positive, strong mindset out here, whether you're mothering your children, whether you're mothering a family, a business, a vision. Sometimes, you didn't get a physical child, but you got that vision, baby. That's what the Elizabeth's about, right? You got that vision and you're carrying it and you're nurturing it and you're feeding it every day and you're making sure that it bathes and it gets enough rest and all of that, right? So you got to have that mindset tight. So over here, we do meditation. We definitely talk about self-love and self-care. We also have Danielle Claxton, who talks about tech, all things tech. She wants to make sure that we stay in the know that way. And she also just gives really good guidance in other areas as well. So we're so happy to have her. And we are working out our financial arm, ladies. Just please continue to be patient, okay? I know I keep saying we got somebody that's going to come on here and talk to us about finance. We got somebody that's going to come and talk to us about getting our bag, and that's going to happen. But guess what else is happening at the same time? Mercury retrograde. Yeah, I'm blaming it on Mercury retrograde. Yep, I sure am. So that's what we're doing. So we will have that part all. I'm still working it out. I'm still working out the details, but trust me, when we do, it's going to be worth the wait. Okay. So it looks like Danielle has joined us. Hello, Miss Danielle Claxton. Good morning.
Good morning, Danielle.
Oh, come off of mute, baby.
Sorry, I'm on my phone because for whatever reason, some on my computer doesn't want to connect to the meeting. So I'm like,
retrograde.
I know. I know.
Don't blame it on that.
Oh yeah. I'm like, okay, Wusa. I'm like, okay.
Well, I'm so glad you joined us. Today we are going to talk about continue this series. This is the final Monday for this series. I'm so excited. We got through a whole series, ladies. What are we over here doing? Okay. What? That is an accomplishment. We just started this process late April, and now here we are at the end of May, and I just really feel like we've accomplished a lot. So today we're going to talk about self-love equaling self-preservation. Start that again. Self-love equaling self-preservation. And like I said before, we have some beautiful elder sisters on here who are just amazing. They've done a wonderful job. They are doing a wonderful job at preserving their youth and preserving their mental, okay, and preserving their bodies, right? So we have a sister who joins us who's 88. And she is vibrant and vigorous and beautiful. We have sisters on here who are in their 70s, going into their 80s, 60s, going into their 70s. And I'm just honored. Like, if I can be like y'all when I grow up, I've done my work for sure. So we're going to talk about, I want to get in on the conversation, and we're going to talk about how we can use self-love to self-preserve. And so we're going to give our word. We always have to start with our words so that we can connect, right? We're going to connect our energy. So we're just going to give one word of how we feel presently. Where are we presently in the moment? And Deetra, I did see your hand up, so I will get to you. If you'd like to give your word first, you're welcome.
Oh yes, I just it was a hand clap that I put up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, girl, I'm still trying to learn these little emoji things.
Right. But my word is appreciation. I am truly appreciative.
I say. All right, just jump on in there, ladies.
My word is Willie. Go, Pam.
Did y'all hear it?
No, go ahead.
My word is wonderful.
Wonderful, thank you.
This is not Wheelie. Hi. My word is abundance.
Woo! Yes, we love that.
My word is self-determination.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I like it.
Hey,
My word is present, which I'm
Okay.
trying to be
it.
right now. Like everything is just I'm like, okay. I'm just trying to be present right now.
You got it. Juanita, what's your word? Hey, Miss Lady.
Hey, ladies, empowered.
woo woo.
And I actually feel rejuvenated.
Okay.
Yes.
I went out this
Yes.
weekend, honey, and shake my little tail feathers. So
Yeah, I saw
I
you, girl. I seen you on Facebook.
Oh, I gotta see that.
All the way live.
honey, and it's full effect, okay? I needed to let my hair down after everything. This has been one heck of a retrograde season with the eclipses, and I mean, a lot of energy has happened. A lot of great things have come out of all of this energetic cosmic energy, but it has been a lot. So, to kick off my summer with a good, felt good to me. So yeah, I had a good time. So I feel rejuvenated. I feel ready. I'm here. So we're going to get right off into it now. We have meditation that we're going to kick off, and we're going to have just a wonderful conversation with Miss Danielle. Danielle, can you give us just a little tidbit of what we're going to talk about today?
We're going to talk about digital payments, being able to accept digital payments.
Here for it. I'm here for it. Thank you. All right, ladies, my Mercedes. Let's go right off into our meditation. Are you ready? We're about to step into a whole new world, darlings, a whole new dimension, darlings. Okay. Now, you don't have to stay on the screen for meditation. If you want to turn your screen off, if you feel more comfortable, if you're going to be moving around while we're meditating, which you can still meditate while you move around. So if you want to do that, that's fine. All I ask is that you put your screen, turn your camera off so that it's not a distraction to others. All right. Do we have any questions before we get started? Okay, so I have a particular, let me see how I'm going to do this. Because we're going to be talking today about, self-preservation, and two things that we're going to talk about specifically. We're going to talk about self-affirmations. We're going to develop our own self-affirming prayer today, right? So you're going to write out your own self-affirming prayer today. And we're also going to work on creating a self-love ritual. So you're going to create your own self-love ritual today, right? And this is something that you can do every week, every day, however you choose, but it'll be something that's intentional, right? When you get up every morning, you brush your teeth, and you brush your teeth, you put it there on the sink, then you go and you wipe your face, and then maybe you go and you shave first, or you do your hair, or you do your nails, whatever it is that you do in the morning every day. That's a ritual, right? Whatever you do to prepare to go to bed at night, that's a ritual. For me, my ritual has been over the past couple of weeks watching YouTube. I gotta get in some good meditation videos or something like that before I go to bed. So that's been my ritual. So whatever your rituals are, then that's what we want to create today. We want to create our own self-love ritual today. So we have some things to get done, but I want to share with you a guided meditation today that I think is really, really going to be enjoyable to you. And I'm choosing this meditation to share because it is definitely self-affirming, okay? This sister in this meditation, she is going for the jugular when it comes to affirming yourself and really putting it out there in the prayer. So I want to share that with you guys. I'm just pulling it up right now. How's everybody feeling this morning? What's going on? Miss Juanita, how you feeling today?
Girl, hanging out with y'all. How could I be feeling but great and awesome? I mean, this is the energy. This is the love. This is
How's
the
your
power.
weekend been?
I really had to think on you because as hectic as things were, I found myself having to breathe, having to intentionally breathe. So I thank you for your guided meditations and, bringing us to a better awareness of when we need to just, hey, go in and breathe, give ourselves that space. Thank you.
You are so welcome. You are so welcome. Thank you.
Yes,
Who
ma'am.
else wants to chime in? Jump in there. How you feeling today?
Yeah, let me, before we continue, when we go into the meditation, if you don't have a picture, if you want to go off camera, just turn the camera where the people don't see you, but otherwise it'll show up black on the recording. So it just turn it in another direction. Let us look at your beautiful wall or something, but don't leave us blank.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Okay. It's coming, ladies. I have like so many playlists. I should have already had it ready. How's everyone's weekend? Now, Wheelie, did you enjoy the day party?
It was actually very groovy. That was like my first introduction to like Detroit social kind of big for me.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, first time I've really been out in a crowd other than the crowd here at Heidelberg, which is mostly artists and people from other cities and countries visiting my site. So it was groovy. It was. And yeah, I was just trying to take it all in and, not feel like I was on display. It was that, when you're like we're all uniquely made. So just walking in and I could feel eyes. And that was just kind of like, okay, peace.
That's because you're beautiful, you're dynamic, and because our circle here is so small. Like most people knew, I knew a lot of people there. Most people know everybody there. And probably because everyone's like, who is that? We've never seen her before,
I know.
And you're dynamic. So yeah, of course.
Yeah, it was beautiful. I really like the vibe. Looking forward to many more encounters.
Yay.
Yes.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. That's what's up. Now,
Yep.
Whitney and I ran into each other at the day party.
Yeah.
We got to see each other in person for the first time.
Yeah, for the first time. That was so outstanding. I was just wanting to cry.
I know.
Like, this piece. We literally screamed.
People were looking at us like, what the hell? We did not care. We was like the girls on The Color Purple.
Yeah, we were.
It was so cool. It was like the highlight of my weekend. It really was
beautiful. Yeah, I was so appreciative. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Okay, ladies, I found what we're looking for. So we are about to jump right into this meditation. So go ahead and get comfortable. Make sure that you are comfortable wherever you are. Make sure that your temperature, you're not too cold, you're not too warm. Make sure that you are sitting in a comfortable position. If you're moving around, just make sure that you are connecting to your movements, right? So that you're not just aimlessly moving around, but you're intentional about how you're moving through this meditation, okay? But the most important part is just to lend an ear and to really listen, not just hear, but listen to the affirmations in this actual meditation. Like really take them in. Even if you don't agree with whatever she's saying, just take it in, process it and let it pass. Remember, come to you and pass through you, right? So that's what we're going to do right now. So here we go. Where's my chime? Thought I had my chime here. No chime. Okay. Ding. I hope you guys can hear it. Can you guys hear it?
No.
Today. Can you hear it now?
Yes.
Okay.
A beautiful.
It's low, very low.
Okay. All right, so I'll play it on my phone, and that way you guys can hear it. Okay.
Morning, Mama Ayaba.
Morning, Mommy Ayaba.
Grand Rising Queens.
How are you?
I do good.
Okay, here we go. Got it. All right. Are you going to play for me? Okay, here we go, ladies. Can you hear that?
Today, I remember who I am. A beautiful, powerful, and wise woman. Daughter of the earth and sister of the stars. Magic mama, juicy goddess, boundless, badass creatrix. In this life, I got this. My challenges are my teachers as a student of life. I choose to be empowered by everything. I'm exactly where I'm meant to be, accepting all that I am and all I experience as divinely aligned perfection. I focus on my radiance and not my flaws. I look in the mirror with admiration, knowing it's taken everything to get here. Washed clean of old stories, I stand an empty vessel, alive and free. I breathe in possibility. I am walking abundance. I trust life with each step, easily bringing my dreams to fruition. Rooted in my womb, I act on intuition. And my inspirations lead to orgasmic creativity. And I have a luscious, healthy, feminine body. I honor this temple and listen to her needs. And my self-care is non-negotiable because I'm worthy and most of service and a luscious overflow of nourishment. I love who I am, body, mind, and spirit. I am limitless Shakti incarnate, a bountiful emanation of Mother Life. Joy is who I am, and pleasure is my birthright. And it is safe now to embody all that I am, as this world needs my gifts and is asking for my medicine. I am a revolution, here to write a new story of woman. And together we remember that we are untethered, and so we take flight, and to this world we offer our light, restoring the balance and sacredness of life. We claim our queendom and welcome heaven on earth, in our lives, in our bodies, and for all beings now. We are in this together. I love you. I'm grateful for you. And it's going to be an amazing day.
As you allow these words to settle in, take a deep breath in your nose and gently let it out your mouth. And decide for yourself in this moment what you choose to affirm about yourself. What truth are you willing to claim as yours and yours alone? What boundaries will you set as you affirm who you are in this world? What are your non-negotiables when it comes to loving yourself? Inhaling and exhaling. Taking mental note, feeling what it feels like inside your body. When you're ready, I want you to slowly, gently move and wiggle your fingers and toes slowly and gently when you're ready. Feel what it feels like to take your time. And when you are ready, slowly open your eyes and just write. Whatever comes, comes. Catch your downloads, write them out. I'll give you 1 more minute. $20. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ding, 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 ding. I don't have my chime with me. And if you're still writing, that's fine. You can go ahead and finish up whatever you were working on. I'm going to jump right back in here. And if anyone would like to share, now would be the time to do so. So I saw a couple of you working really hard on this assignment. Thank you. Appreciate you for taking it serious. All right. So if you'd like to share any jewels or pearls of wisdom that may have come to you through that meditation, please do. Please share. Ah, there's a chime. Ah, see how the universe works things out. Anyone like to start, or would you like me to start?
I'll start.
No, we can go.
Okay, so what I wrote and what downloaded to me, at least the beginnings of what has downloaded to me, number one was to write my vows to myself, which I didn't do, but this is the other part that came through. I am walking in abundance, beauty, joy, and peace. I am walking in love. I am walking for those who cannot and do not walk. I am walking because my divine source, the Most High, walks in me each and every day in every way.
Beautiful. You done did the whole assignment now, Wheelie. That was awesome. Yes, ma'am. Beautiful.
Thank you, beloved.
Who else would like to share? Anyone? You don't have to. There's no pressure here. You know, this part you don't have to share unless you don't want to. But I'll share if no one else wants to go.
I'll share.
Sheila, like you wanted to share something. Go for it.
Hum.
How many?
So I have that I am lovingly beautiful. I am fulfilled with abundance and joy. I am flexible in my body. I stretch with ease. My body is worth preserving, for it is the vehicle that I travel through this earthly life. I am transparent, for I have nothing to hide because I am love, and love should be expressed and seen. I am creativity boldly expressed to inspire me and all others.
Beautiful. Thank you, Queen Aduni. You finished the assignment too. All these great students in here. I love it. So no, you guys did awesome. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I'll give you some more feedback in a minute, but I just want to hear other people first. So who else? Pam, Juanita.
Pam is in the intercession.
She's in intercession. Okay. Juanita.
Okay, so I only did part of the assignment. I wrote it in my mind.
You're good.
Didn't write it on paper or anywhere.
Fine. Go ahead.
So what I wrote within my spirit is that I am a vessel of the divine. I am subject only to the ultimate power, the source of my being. I am not subject to any force other than the great I am. And I am a vessel of his presence, his love, his power. And through him, through his power working in me, I have the dominion and authority to rule over anything in my life that I need to rule over. That's the essence of it. Might be a little harsher than I really experienced because rule over wasn't the word that came to mind. But I know within that, I know I have to work on completing the assignment to affirm within myself that I am subject only to the throne of God. Because that part where she was saying, you know, the things that come against me, the challenges are only opportunities for me to grow and be stronger. And none of them have dominion over me. They can only nudge me, push me, motivate me to become a higher version, a more powerful version of me. and in love through it all.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Like I like to say, staying in your goddess seat, like you get to create for yourself what the experience is going to be or not. If you say it's a miserable experience, you're right.
Yes.
Say it's a great experience, you're right. I mean, either
Yes.
way, you created
Yes.
it, so you're right.
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
Thank
I do
you.
have to ask though, just because it's like kind of it's kind of pulling at my collar. What is it that you self-affirm? Like, I know that you're a vessel of the great I am, and you are such a devotee in that regard. But here on Monday, we gotta go a little deeper. We gotta challenge you just a little bit more, right? So in the spirit of challenging you to stretch just a little bit further beyond where you are, right? What is it that you self-affirm for as Juanita? Like, just as the expression of the Most High, but as Juanita.
I get it, because
what would that affirmation be?
yeah, because I am the Juanita version of him,
Yeah.
and saying him doesn't mean male or female for me, but I am the Juanita version of him, and I am committed to operating in the fullness of the gifts, powers, talents, abilities that he has placed within me.
Give me some practical. Bring it down to earth now. Ground that. What does that look like on a daily? What does that look like in your daily life?
I am committed to operating in love in my thoughts, my words, my deeds, interactions, be it business, be it pleasure, be it conversations, be it tasks. I have to measure myself against, am I operating in love? Sometimes I don't measure up. I got to face the truth of that and know where I need to grow and improve. So I know that kind of like gets a little wordy in terms of getting to that true affirmation. And I'm going to work on my homework and doing that. Thank you for bringing us to that place of helping us define, our affirmation to help us walk in our purpose.
Ashay, you're welcome. Yes, and I'm going to check up on you too. I want you to write it, because the power of writing is dynamic. Once we write something down, that's showing the universe we're taking action. And once we take action, it's a wrap. The universe like, oh, she's serious about this thing. She's not just thinking about it. She's not just saying it. She took an action. So when we write it down, like I say, we're 50% done. It's 50% done when you write it down. But if it's just out in the ethers and it's just a thought, then, until you write it down or take an action, it's just a thought, and thoughts have power, but not without an action behind it. So I want you to write your assignment. I will be checking up on you. I got your number.
Thank you so much.
I'll be like, did you do your assignment?
Oh my goodness. Give me till next Monday, please. Please, because what sister got on her plate. I'm being real.
Okay.
I'm being real, because to say I'm gonna get it done today, and I'm looking at what's on my plate, I'm like, don't fool yourself, girl. So I'm not gonna fool myself.
We're gonna come back to you, because I want to know what self-care you're doing today, because regardless of what's on your plate, you should be on your plate.
Well, I'm here with y'all. Y'all are feeding into my spirit. Y'all are my medicine. In the midst of all that I'm doing, I am taking time to breathe, relax, and just in the midst of all these tasks, make sure that I touch base with the love.
It's here for you, honey. It's here for you.
Thank you. I'm so thankful, and I just thank God for you all.
Ashay. Thank you, Miss Juanita.
Thank you.
I just want to chime in on this.
Go for it.
Beloved Juanita, I just would like to hear what you feel you would promise yourself every single day. I hear that spirit that I hear in all of us mommies and aunties and everyone. We're givers. We're going to give the love. We're going to give our gifts. We're going to give our talents. But I want I would love to hear what you promise yourself each and every day, because that love you give out, we know definitely it circulates back in. And, you know, we want to know that we're sipping and pouring from that full cup that we start out with ourselves. And that's a promise to love ourselves completely. Whatever it is every, morning, as you start your day, what is your promise to yourself? Because you're so worthy of it. You're so deserving, and it's so important, and time is so precious.
Well,
So,
since you asked that question, it's brought to light a new commitment for me, and I know it's essential. It's not a commitment. It's not anything I've ever committed to before, and it's simply to be gentle with myself,
yes,
so that I
yes.
can be gentle with others. Because I've always operated with a harshness,
Mhm.
and I look at the word, look at the Bible, and I know that it's not godliness. But I've been so rigid and so on point, and almost like that drill master sergeant, with life. And it's like, okay, that had its place, it had its time, and it's not conducive to me being my best me. It's not conducive to me being the best mom. It's not conducive to me being the best wife. It's not conducive to me being my best. I got to find my way to gentleness. And it starts with being gentle with me.
Yeah.
So I can
So I
learn to
can
be
see you
gentle
writing
with others.
like a vow of gentleness to yourself that you read
Mhm.
every day, or something that you really start hearing that word and embodying what that means specifically for you each and every day. Because
Thank you.
I can see whatever it is that you want to allow to fall away. It is, you've already affirmed it, and it is gently falling away from you.
Amen.
Yes, yes,
Amen.
yes.
So
Yay.
for me to embrace the gentleness and to thank God. Thank God for the gentleness I see operating in others, because that's what has inspired me to recognize the need to find my way into gentleness. I see it in you guys. I met a sister this weekend in the process of trying to find a place. Um, this sister, oh my God, she was so on point with her business. I mean, sister was about her business in such a gentle way.
Mm.
Such a gentle way where there was no question about her boundaries.
Mhm.
There was no question about her business. But there were those among the group who she was talking to, who she was showing a place to. And we were coming from different areas, and some of us were coming from a real rough place. Some of our, what I would see myself as in my day as such somewhat of a hood rat, because I've been that too. And so she made each of us feel important, valued, whatever we had to say, whatever we had to ask. She didn't make us feel like anybody or anything was any more important. And each question that was asked got her full, undivided attention. And the answer might not have been what anyone wanted to hear, but she was so gentle and loving in it that, it made it all so much more digestible.
That's beautiful. And the fact that she showed up is confirmation that you're on the right track.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
that's your confirmation. It showed up for you in the flesh.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
That's
And I don't
dope.
even know if she realizes how much of her godliness she was walking in, that she is walking in. This just is her way of being her, but there's so much godliness in her. There's a scripture that says, we know the ways of God, but we may not recognize them as God.
Mhm.
So, walking in kindness, walking in love, walking in gentleness, all that. That's a lot of people who do that, who don't even have a concept that God is real, and they're
Mhm.
walking in godliness more than me,
Right.
who's supposed to be so godly. But yeah, thank you, ladies.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
Yes.
Appreciate that. Anyone else like to share? What did you get out of the meditation for today? If you want to share any downloads that you got from the meditation, anything that you want to share with the rest of the group, you can do so now. We're going to take probably one more person, then we're going to move on. Going once, going twice. I'll go. Okay, so what came to me is one of my affirmations for self-preservation, because today we're talking about self-love equaling self-preservation. What are you doing to preserve yourself? And so for me, it's smiling. I smile and laugh at least 5 times daily. Now, there was a time, not too long ago where I realized that I wasn't smiling, I wasn't laughing. And when I would, it'd be like a chuckle, and it would have to be, I would have to work and force it. Right. So over the past couple of years, especially since the pandemic, that really woke me up. It's like, be deliberate in your happiness, be deliberate in smiling, be deliberate in feeling good, instead of being so rigid or being so serious. Oh, I got to get the business done. I got to get the business done, and one of my children might come in and just have a silly story to tell, but I'm so focused on cooking dinner. I'm so focused on doing this, doing that I miss the whole joke. Right. So I've made a deliberate effort to smile because it takes 5 muscles in your face to smile, and it takes over like 50 to frown. So smiling, everybody say, how you say so? Smiling keeps you youthful looking, smiling, and laughing. And not just laughing, but laughing from my gut. That is so important, that you learn to laugh from your gut. It's so cleansing and so healing. I just love it. So yeah, so that's what I'm committed to. That's one of my self-preservation, my ways of self-preserving is through laughter and smiling. So yeah. All right, ladies, we're about to jump on in here to this next segment. I know that we have 1 more minute, and I'm gonna let Sheila do the outro. For the video. We're almost at an hour. So we are about to switch over from live to Zoom.
Yeah, we've got, I'll go ahead and set it up now because we've got about 8 minutes to go.
Okay, cool. I'm looking at the timer on the Zoom. So it's at 59 minutes. I'm like, we're almost at an hour. Okay, so we have a few minutes. Cool beans. All right. So we're gonna go into the assignment, but I first want to introduce Danielle. Danielle, would you like to share your segment with us today?
Sure. My segment today is taking on digital payments. And one of the reasons why, as a small business owner or a person that's doing services, whatever it may be, you want to be able to accept as many forms of digital payment to get your coin, basically. You don't want to leave no stone unturned. As we learned with the pandemic, a lot of small businesses were forced to shift into a digital payment system because of how contagious the virus was. So people who were still come home, or businesses that were still cash only, a lot of them were failed at either forced to go digital, or they're no longer in existence to this day right now. Just because it's just the way of the land. More people are using digital forms of payment nowadays more than ever. Myself included. I actually been walking around with $50 on my wallet. Didn't even know it was in my wallet because I don't pull out my wallet no more to get my debit cards to pay for stuff. I use my phone for everything, my wallet on my phone. So I am a digital person, and if I come across a vendor, I'm at a fair, I'm at a party, and they're cash only, 9 times out of 10, if I only have my phone, I may not be able to get that purchase because they don't have, a means to do that. So something as simple, you can go with the top 2 most simplest I think everybody has is either PayPal or Cash App. PayPal has a small transaction fee for every action that you have. I know Cash App has a transaction fee, especially if you transfer it over to your bank, but these are minimum. And these are just cost of doing business. There's no way to actually get around it. If you want to actually be able to take people's cards, be a little bit more official, you can get Square. And Square is a product that you can actually input all of your products and services in, and then you can purchase the chip reader that you slide. They have a chip reader that you slide, a basic chip reader that you slide. You can go to Best Buy. If you will need to pick up something right now, you can go to Best Buy and get this chip reader. I think one is like $15. The one that actually reads the chip that you insert is $40. And you could purchase it outright. Then they're small, they're compact. You can always accept any kind of payment at any given time. Another good payment source you can have for all my, I know Apple has come out with Apple Pay. So for people like me who use my phone, my watch to pay for things, it's perfect. Just put my phone right there and it comes right in my account, right into your account. Google Google Pay as well. So you can actually sign up for Google Pay. I love it when I see vendors have several different options, because your market is going to, different people pay different ways. Some people only use Apple Pay, some people only use Google, some people use Cash App, and some people use PayPal. So you don't want to just be limited to just one, because what if that customer doesn't have that particular payment option? I know there's Venmo out there. I don't know too many people that do Venmo, but it is an option that you can just have set up, and it doesn't cost to set up anything with these companies. You can set up a Square, you can set up your PayPal, you can set up your Cash App, you can set up all of this stuff and just have it ready to go. So when anyone comes up, you can capture that sale. I'm trying to think. And then you can also, Zelle is good, but Zelle is not necessarily more so business. Zelle is more peer-to-peer, friend to friend. Like, hey, can you send me $20? It's a good backup option if that's like the last resort for someone to have, and they'd be like, oh, well, I don't have none of this. Can I Zelle pay? You can. There's nothing wrong with that. But for business, Zelle doesn't do business to business, but it does do peer-to-peer. So, like I said, I love it when I see people who have at least 5 or 6 different options for people to pay. And then, you can still do cash. I'm not saying don't do cash. I'm just saying that digitally is safer. We know cash carries a lot of bacteria and other stuff on it. And with COVID still numbers going up, you want to try to do a cashless, contactless, the type of business when you're dealing with people. So having these options is perfect. All of these options also have where you could do a QR code. So once you set up your business and you're able to accept receive payment, you can do QR codes. I've seen vendors have, or a small business, they have their QR code here, click for the Cash App. They have the QR code for the Apple Pay. They have the QR code. And so it automatically comes up. They type in the amount that they're going to send and it automatically goes out. I also just found out that Cash App does digital receipts. So PayPal does digital receipts. Cash App does all of these forms that I'm talking about, does digital receipts for their clients. So you can even continue being contactless by sending a digital receipt to their send their to their phone. And then there's another one that I like, Clover. Clover just came out with, as far as a point of sale system, Clover just came out with a smaller, more portable option of their system. I like Clover because Clover allows you to actually create a loyalty program for your business and services. And so you can have it set up that, every time for every $100 that a customer spends with you, you give them $15 towards their next service. I don't know what happened. And I like that option because loyalty programs, and I will talk about that next time, about the benefit of having a loyalty program, that keeps people coming back to you. Keep coming back to you. I know here in Detroit, there was a health food store called More Herbs, and I love them because they were Black owned. And I think theirs was $20. You get $20 for every $200 you spend. So it's like, you sitting there, you looking at And that's not in one lump sum. That's $20 over, I mean, that's $200 over a period of time. So I may spend $200 in a month with them in a month's time, and then I'll get $20 go towards my next purchase, which little incentives like that definitely keep people coming back into you. Not back into you, keep people coming back to you. Yeah, just want to know, does anybody have any questions about digital payments?
Well, my question, Danielle, is can you get, I'm concerned about like swiping, somebody just passing you and able to swipe while you're and get money from you. How are you protected from that? Because if all a person has to do is to swipe,
Or like tap
Or
on your
be-
phone, talk about the
yeah.
tap.
or
So-
whatever those things are, how are you protected from somebody? Even if you're walking or something, but maybe you laid your phone down and somebody is able to just sit there right next to them, or is it? How's the protection?
Okay, so first of all, I see you have the green iPhone. You cannot, unless your wallet is open on your phone, nobody can get in any information or any tap. So you have to open up your wallet in order to do a particular service. I know Apple has a double protection. I have a double protection on mine where I have to unlock my wallet with my face or my code in order to physically put my and use the card that I want to use and physically put it on the tapping device in order for it to work.
Mm-hmm.
So like if your phone is off, if the app is not open and the wallet's not unlocked and you're nowhere near anything like that, they can't receive anything. And then also every last card that I have in my wallet, when I do use it, it sends me a receipt, a digital text message receipt. So it's like you just spent $30 at Sheila's, House of Fun. I get notifications each and every time I do a digital purchase. So if I get a notification saying I just spent money somewhere else that I didn't, then I automatically do, call and do the fraud and everything like that. So there are protections already built in to those digital wallets that if you are utilizing it, you want to make sure that you're able to unlock the wallet with your finger or your face or your passcode.
Mm-hmm.
And that you also want to make sure that you're getting the notifications, whatever, if you spend it at Ulta, if you spend it at Meyer, that you instantly get a digital text message confirmation that you just made this purchase.
Mm-hmm. So the Apple, because I have money in the Apple, am I supposed to have a card, or is that just?
So
like
you talking about Apple Pay?
Yeah, I have money in there, but I don't know how to access it.
You don't have to have a card, but you do need to attach your bank account so that you can put that money into your bank account or pull money out from your bank account to have in your Apple Pay. So Apple Pay is when you have monies in there, it's peer-to-peer, like Cash App. You send me $20, it sits in Cash App until either I use the card or I use my digital card that's in my wallet. Apple Pay is the same way. You can put money in there, and you can, if you go to some Apple Pay distributors, you know what I'm saying? You see Apple Pay, you can use that particular section in your wallet to pay for your purchases with the money that's set aside in there. And if you need that money to go into your bank account, you need to go into the settings in the Apple Pay for that particular card. That particular card, and attach your bank account. And then that way you can transfer money from the Apple Pay into your bank account.
So you would, if I'm going to spend $20 from my Apple Pay, I need to put that in my account first, in my bank account first, or does it automatically when you attach, like your your bank account, it will pull from that? How?
If you tap your, okay, so if you tap your bank account, like for me, I have my Chase card, digital card in my Apple Wallet, and it's attached to my Apple Pay as well. So if let's say I have $20 in my Apple Pay, and I'm going somewhere to pay for something and it's $50, it will take the $40 that's in my Apple Pay, and then it will go and take the $10 off of my Chase to cover the cost of that purchase. So if I don't have enough, it will cover it. If I have somebody sent me $200, $250 in my Apple Pay, and I need that in my Chase account, all I would do is go in the settings section of the Apple Pay wallet. Of the Apple card. I'm sorry, guys. And transfer the money from my Apple Pay into my bank account.
Okay.
And then if you need to pull from your bank account, and let's say, that's all you want to use, you want to go somewhere, you just want to use Apple Pay, you don't want to use any of the other cards, you can just pull money from your account, put, $300 in Apple Pay, and then anywhere that you see Apple Pay, that's what you're just going to use the Apple Pay card. It's always going to ask you which card you want to use that you have saved.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw when I went to a natural hair expo, there was a couple of vendors there, which was very impressive. They had a they had a sign, and it had all the different things that they accept. Matter of fact, it wasn't like a paper sign. It was really slick. They had made it into a wood thing that they had sitting there, or glitter and everything. It was really cool. It was really cool. Yeah. So
once you set up your payments and get the QR codes, you can be as creative as you want as how you want it to display for people to be able to to be able to pay.
Yeah.
It's just like how the restaurants now, during the pandemic, all had QR codes for the menu. QR code would take you to the menu online, and you could figure out exactly what you want, and then go ahead and make your purchase for your food. Same thing goes with the whatever product or service that you have.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. They still use that now, the QR code.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah.
Because we've gotten used to it. And then what it is also, having it online, it makes it a lot easier for you to change things up than paper. Like paper is permanent. So if you change your services or on a seasonal basis or a monthly basis, it's a kind of a waste to kind of have paper. I mean, I'm torn between that because I do like paper, but in the same vein, I know it adds up. And it's like, having it digital, I can easily change it on one location, and it's done. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't have to print out anything. I don't have to store anything. It's kind of, I still like my paper. Like, I'm still writing my notes down on paper. I do journal and note taking on my iPad, but there's just something about having pen and paper that is hard for me to give up. However, I also know me. I used to be a paper queen, and it's like, keep all paper. You can't do that. We got to scan stuff and have it saved digitally. So it's a delicate balance. It really is. But like I said, for me, I've been walking, who knows? I don't know how long I've been walking around with that $50 in my wallet. I really don't, because I carry it. I just have not touched it. And it was like, and it was fresh bills too. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, but yeah, I've basically, for my payments for almost everything that I do has all been digital.
Mm-hmm.
Even from the simplest things as I'm actually cleaning out my storage unit today and had some things to sell. And I was like, look, if you want me to hold this, you need to send me a deposit via Cash App. And people, they did it. The call to action was like, oh, I want this. Boom. Okay. Yeah, great. So now I know you're serious, and I know you're going to show up, and we can finish the rest of the transaction when we get there. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah, I'm thankful and grateful for digital transactions to be able to do that, so that, it takes away the stress and the rigmarole of, oh, well, what is it? Oh, can you hold this for me? And then it's all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, I don't have it. Can I pay you next week or something like that? No, I need cash now. I need my money now. I know I've seen some vendors actually are starting to take Bitcoin or starting to take digital coin, cryptocurrency as well. And I'm not as well versed in cryptocurrency to be actually doing that. I've seen gas stations start to take cryptocurrency. I'm like, oh, okay, that's a whole nother world that I don't know. So I'm gonna stick to just the digital world that I do know. So I hope that helps you. And if I need to get with you and show you how to, go in and set up your wallet for the Apple Pay, I'm glad to do that because I do like Apple Pay. I'm a huge Apple Pay user.
Thank you. Thank you. I wrote all that down too. I get with you. Thank you.
All right. Anybody
Danielle,
else?
I have
Yes.
a question. This is not really good. Great day.
Great day.
I am wondering if I'm gonna start teaching classes in here in Detroit, like line dance / hustle, yoga. If people are paying a love donation, some on site, but they want to do it, what would be your suggestion with the best? If they say I want to, do a digital payment, what would you recommend? Just any of those that you've
Once
mentioned?
again, I would say I would do Cash App because I'm a belly dancer myself. I teach belly
Okay.
dance. I teach belly dance classes. One thing's for sure, this is just my suggestion. I would package your classes together. So let it be a series. Let it be, I don't know where your location is or how much a class is, but let's say it's $10 a class, or let's say $20 a class. $20 for drop-in. Always let your drop-in be higher than the series. And then let it be $20 drop-in. But they could do a series of 5 for, I don't know, 150. No, I'm sorry, I did that wrong.
Right, but
let's say it's 25. I'm just doing this off the $20 for drop-in. 5. Let's say they can get a series of 5 for 75. So they pay for 5 up front. So because you want it, I know Detroit. I love my people, but I know us. You have to get your money up front, and people feel like they're getting deals. So you can get 5 classes for $75. But that's the only way that they get the deal. I would do Cash App. Let me ask you a question. What type of phone do you have?
I have Apple.
Okay, I would do Apple Pay.
Okay.
Honestly, I think that those are the top two. I would actually do. You could do PayPal if you want to. I just don't like having my money split all over the place like that. So me personally, I haven't used PayPal in an extremely long time. It's been Cash App because everybody has a Cash App, and the Cash App and the Apple Pay.
Okay.
And then just let people know, hey, this is what it is. People like to feel like they're getting the deal. And I know because I was an assistant to a popular dance teacher here, she had a class, I swear, was filled with it before pre-pandemic, was at least 60 to 70 women. And she sold hers, it was 7 weeks for $75. She only did series packages. There was no drop-in. I mean, she might did a drop-in for a few special people, but it was no drop-in. It was $75 for 7 weeks, period. And them sisters paid for it. So I know if people really, really, really want something, they would pay for it. I would, from my belly dance classes, you have to pre-register. You have to pre-register. You have to pay for it online. And that way I know who's coming. I know I can expect to see how many people are coming. You can, I know you can use Eventbrite to do your classes like that. If you're looking for a link or something like that by which to do, it just makes it easier. And it makes it, as a teacher, you can actually plan for how many people are actually showing up. So I would say to pre-register. I do drop in, like I said, only for special people. I have my drop-in rate. I don't advertise my drop-in rate because then everybody will be trying to do that drop-in. Most drop-ins don't turn into series people. So I'm like, okay, you know what? We're not gonna do the drop-in, but if like you know somebody that's coming from somebody, you know, from out of town, or they're a dancer themselves, and okay, you know, you can come on in. This is what I'll do for you. But me personally, I don't advertise drop-in. But just come up, I would say come up with a series package that you believe that people would pay. And this is it right here. And then have them register for the 6-week course or the 5-week course or the 7-week course, however you have it. It makes it a lot easier, and you find your serious students doing it that way.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, sweetie.
You're
Appreciate
welcome. And I look forward to seeing your class too.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, do you do ballroom hustle as well?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, strictly line dance.
Okay.
Well, I guess it's Detroit hustle. I'm still trying to blur those lines and get it together. Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
Juanita's hand is up.
Juanita, go ahead.
Grand Rising, my sister. Thank you so much for all this awesome information. I don't know if this is something that you'll be able to answer for me on this forum, but what I'm looking for is a solution for fundraisers that I'm planning, where the funds are being raised by advertising sponsorships. So I want to have a card. I think I want to have a card. I don't know what the solution is, but I think I want to have a card that operate with the card and online. I guess that means digitally. That all the advertisers, like a rewards card, so that all the advertisers can redeem the rewards. I don't know if that kind of sums it up.
Danielle, before we go into that answer, we have, we're at 9:17, and I'm glad you was able to share that with Facebook and YouTube, but we need to go straight to just Zoom. If you want to continue this wonderful conversation, just go to elizabethvisionaryconference.org and get your free ticket. All you do is just hit that button, get your free ticket, and you don't have to register again. You just come right to us directly. So we bid you farewell, ladies. Give them a good day, and we will continue this conversation.